Alright, this is an important endgame I wanted to show you, where we want to transform this endgame, we're black, into a king and pawn endgame instead of a queen and pawn endgame. To do this, we're going to need to take advantage of the d3 square. So first thing we do is we punch this king back. As you see, the black bar is crazy because the computer can see this is a forced win. It doesn't matter. If white plays queen to c3, we exchange queens, king takes queen, and this pawn marches. e3, if he tries to ever challenge it, we just bring our king in and take care of it. So I'll show you what happens. This is just terrible. We chop city, he chops, we go here, and now he's in Zugzwang. If he goes king to d3, king to f3 wins because we have the shepherd opposition. We're going to shepherd this pawn with it. If we need to, f3, king f2, and it's game over. If he pushes to the 5th rank, we do the same thing. Yeah, we have to prevent him from getting to e1. There's nothing he could do. Because if he tries this, we come in here and he's dusted. This is a knight pawn in the 7th rank against the queen. It's an automatic loss. So, let's go back. Get this queen right here. So, white had played queen e5 from there. We check him. Whoops. We check him from queen to f7. This forces king d5. He can play king to b5, but it's just the same thing. This is the crusher. Nothing he could do. But, it doesn't have anything. He just loses. Okay? That is the problem that he faces. There's nothing he could do here. That was the best he could do here. If he comes here, we shepherd the pawn. Doesn't take a lot to see this. If he pushes the pawn, we cash. Oops, we cash here. So, again, that is the important lesson of this guy. This queen is here and this queen is here. So this is taking and reducing this down because we've done, well, I've done king and pawn endgame study. So I know the ins and outs of king and pawn endgames and what you need to do. So when I'm playing an ending like this, I always look to transform this to exchange the pieces if I can to force the king and pawn endgame. Because if you do the king and pawn endgame homework, you have an advantage over everyone who hasn't done it, which is key. So this was a tremendous basic endgame just to give you an idea of how to play this kind of position. Not something that's not too difficult, but it's pretty straightforward. So we want to check this king. We want to anchor our queen. And when we check this king, we want to anchor the queen on d3. Doesn't matter if he goes here. Queen is here. Then we check him. He has to capture. He's dust. Queen takes, pawn takes. He can't stop it. Okay. So the only other, he's got queen here, which I showed you already loses. And again, king to e4 also loses. I'm sorry, king to d5. Blah. So king to d5 also loses. because you play the killer move, queen to d3. We're going to exchange queens, force them off the board, and just win this on king and pawn ending, which is the easiest way to win. So this is one basic but killer endgame that you really will use the concepts. So hopefully this helps you out. Like and subscribe to my videos so you get more of these awesome lessons. Tell your friends, but don't tell your enemies because they'll use my lessons against you. You guys know what to do. I'll talk to you later.